Hope y'all are doing well. Think I'll move that down just a tiny bit, or does it look okay to you guys? It might be okay. How the hell are ya? Hope everybody's doing well. I'm going to give everybody a few minutes to come on in. I'm going to be smoking out of a beautiful piece that my best friend sent me. So thank you so much for this. It's just lovely. I don't know what I did to deserve a piece. Have you guys tried those glass screens? I'm trying them and I'm having a hell of a time. I think it's because all the bowls are different, right? All the bowl sizes are different. Every bowl you check, every bowl hole is different. How you doing? Hi, Leslie. Hi, Elderberry. How you doing? Thank you so much for coming in. I've been a little MIA. I'm sorry. I've been going through it still. Watching my soap video. I love that soap. I'm going to be doing the cut probably in a couple more hours. It's still in the oven, see popping. So let me grab a quick tray. How you doing? Sorry about that. I thought I had everything I needed. It is so doggone hot. I cannot tell you. Uh, in this county, the temperature here is just crazy. And it usually will stay that way. Thin? I look thin? I do. Hi, Denise. How you doing, doll? Look, I'm smoking out of this beautiful piece. My friend that just came in the room, she sent me this piece. Thank you so much, darling. How you doing? How you doing, Denise? I'm going to be smoking on a little bit of CBD, the Nightingale, and a little bit of the Mickey Dory. Um, well, I won't know till the 18th. I'm hoping that I've gained a few pounds. How you doing? She says. I'm doing good. Yesterday was quite an energetic day, wasn't it? How you guys doing with the Lion's Gate? I look exactly the same. You're sweet. You're sweet. It's kind of like my eye doctor says, when I went and saw my eye doctor, he's like, man, I haven't seen you in 2 years and your eyes haven't changed a bit. I'm like, really? Oh, that's amazing. That is good, isn't it? I'm doing well, Denise. How are you doing? Good. I'm so glad to hear that, Eltaberry. I'm so glad to hear that. I've been getting some emails and some texts about people saying, where are you? You're missing in action. And so I just wanted to let you know I'm okay. I remember you. I do. I do. hmm I might not be very good at names sometimes when I meet people in person, but I generally remember the people that come into my chat. I've never been good at names in person. And I don't want to say, hey, you. Oh, thank you, darling. Thank you. I have been going through the energy with the Lion's Gate right along with you guys. I'm a Pisces, double Pisces, Cancer rising. So I have activation going on in my 6th and 12th house. My 6th house is my career, my life's path career, and that's part of that house. And my 12th is a higher spiritual teaching. So I know Spirit's sending me in that way, in that direction. And I'm ecstatic about the new beginning. Very, very ecstatic about it. I can't wait to start teaching and sharing so I can help as many people as possible not have to go through what I went through. Yeah. I think 80% of it is if I knew I think I would have done better, but because I didn't know, and then I didn't have someone to assist me through it, it's 2 years and, well, the 22nd will be 4 months, 2 years and 4 months. So the last 4 or 5 months, my friend Denise has been getting me through it. So she's just been a godsend to me. And all of my subscribers on my channel that send me emails and ask me how I am, thank you so, so much. The cards I've gotten in the mail, you guys are beautiful. How you doing, Robert? How you doing? Good to see you, Robert. Haven't seen you in a minute either. I got you on the top because you on the top, darling. You on the top. What are you guys smoking on? I hope you're smoking on something along with me. I've been having a lot of pain in my lower back. I've been going into the lab at night. My friend, that's another thing my friend taught me. I don't know why I didn't remember that from Sylvia Browne's book, but I didn't. And I've been going into the lab, and since I've been going into the lab, I have a lot of pain. Cheers, everybody. Grease monkey, yes. Animal cookies. Ooh, lovely. I said, ooh, you grew some, huh? That's Skywalker. Cheers, darling. Bruce Banner. Oh, wow. GG4. That's one of my favorites. GG4. I love GG4. Make sure you guys are drinking lots of water during this ascension, right? Because this ascension is going on since the 28th of July, and it's going to continue through the 12th of August. And so you might be feeling this still all the way up through the 12th of August and even beyond that a couple weeks. Mac hash. Ooh, I never heard of that. Hi, Mary. How you doing? Cheers, all. Cheers to you. I've not heard of Mac hash. Is that Mac 1? I got rid of the Mac 1 and the Freak Show because I'm telling you, the Freak Show was in veg for a very long time and it wasn't doing nothing. And so I killed it off. And I had talked to a few people prior to doing that, and they said it did the same thing for them when they were growing it, and they just didn't find it to be beneficial for them. So I kind of killed that one off, the Freak Show. And the Mac 1 just was not doing anything. I got that from a friend who had cloned it, and I pulled it out of the Rockwell after several days in it, and there was no roots. So I don't know what happened with that, but I went ahead and dumped it. How you doing, Angel? How you doing, doll? Cheers to you. Cheers, everybody. This pea smokes beautiful. Just beautiful. Really good. Cheers. You don't know, it's just really good. One or two. I have a green bowl for this one, but I tried it and it's too big. You know how you have to have one of those stems that go down in it to make it smaller? And then I also, with this, I got a banger because it's a banger too. It has a banger to it, and you can use it as a rig. And I've never had any with the little balls in it. And so I'm so excited to try the banger with it, with the little balls, because I just love shit like that. I don't know. Call me crazy. I'm telling you, to make me happy, all I need is a blender and some spatulas. So those little tiny balls will keep me occupied for a little while. That didn't sound good, did it? That didn't sound nice. Sorry about that. I didn't think about that before I said it. I'm not in the habit of playing with balls. I was actually reading something about not having any sexual contact, which will help increase my energy. So I've been celibate, what, almost 3 years now? Shit. Cheers, everybody. Man, you can hardly hear that, huh? Ooh, it's so good. Cheers, cheers, cheers. I think I'm going to flip, maybe. I'm going to check them tonight when the light comes on and flip them. They're already budding out. Just wanted to wait a little while, but they have another thing in mind. So I will be doing the signs for all the signs. Don't forget to watch for those. I didn't want to do them during the Lion's Gate activation because I have been going through some stuff and I didn't want my energy to affect anyone's reading. Oh, I'm not Superman. Wonder Woman. Oh, you are? You are, Leslie? There's Leslie, rubbing titties with the Leslie. Leslie, where the hell you been, girl? I don't grow outside, you know that, okay? And I just posted a picture on Instagram. Yes, Wonder Woman. Or I Dream a Genie. That's what everybody calls me. Either Wonder Woman or I Dream a Genie. Or Bewitched. Bewitched. I think Bewitched or I Dream a Genie fits better. I really do. Speaking of, I'm a witch. I'm definitely a witch, psychic witch. So, but I'm a good one. I'm a good one. You gonna get your license? Oh, good for cannabis. You smoking on Wonder Woman? Denise is smoking on Wonder Woman. She loves that strain for squishing. You love my looks either way. She's Leslie. I think you're partial. You're partial, Leslie. I'm getting old, girl. I'm getting old. But it's just a number, right? It's just a number. I've been doing, let me see if I can pronounce this right before I don't mess it up because it's new to me. Qi Gong. Have you heard of that? Qi Gong? I just love you too, darling. I just love you too, Leslie. I love all of you guys that come in and share your time with me. Yes, she loves squishing that Wonder Woman. You've heard of it, Elderberry? I've started that, okay? And I don't know why. That's what's really strange. That's why I didn't want to do the readings starting because I was going through some stuff and I could sense it. Hi, American one. How you doing, darling? Go backwards. Yes. You going backwards. I started doing some of that exercise because there was a lot of built up energy inside of me and I didn't know what to do with it. And it almost made me feel like I was anxious, like I was having an anxiety attack or some shit, right? But it was inside my chest and my stomach. It, my breathing was fine. It just was a sensation or a feeling I was having. And as soon as I started the exercise and the one that I just had to go on and find a video of someone that was doing it and knew how to do it, and I just copied them and I could literally feel it. It was so beautiful. And I'm like, why haven't I been doing this? That's how Spirit's bringing it to me in pieces, right? So I've been doing that and my yoga, and it's really been helping. And free dancing. Free dancing. I never did that. Have you guys done that? I just turn on some music, whatever music I want, and I dance like no one's watching. They have beautiful poses. They have beautiful poses, and some of the meanings behind them, American one, are just beautiful. I would do a yoga sesh. I would do some of those things for you guys. If I'm going to be doing them in the Cranked Wide Open, though, I'll probably be doing some Reiki in there and showing you guys what's going on with the animals that I'm treating, and do some remote and some teaching. I don't know. I don't know which way Spirit's asking me to go. I'm just in it, and I'm going. I'm going. I don't know where I'm going, but I'm going. I'm getting ready to go. She says, just get ready. You know how you get, it's like I was telling somebody, we didn't learn to tie our freaking shoe by ourselves, did we? We didn't learn the alphabet by ourselves. We didn't learn how to take our training wheels off our bike by ourselves. We didn't know how to do any of that stuff, right? Go, 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 yes. I don't mean it like go, go, go like that. I mean it like I finally just surrendered. I just finally surrendered. I'm just going with the flow. I'm not in control of anything. And if you think we are, no. And that's why I want to do the teaching videos, because I think if I didn't know, and I'm not saying anything special about me because I'm not, but I didn't know, okay? And I fucking think I'm pretty educated. I've got 2 degrees. I've been to college. Fuck, I'm like a professional college student, right? I'm a nurse. I'm a respiratory therapist. I'm like 3 classes away from being a psychologist if I want to do that. I think I'm pretty smart, but I didn't know this. Maybe you're not supposed to know. I wish I could see it. I wish I could see it, Leslie. My goodness, my friend, I wish I could see it. You guys, did you see American One? I am enjoying his strain so much. I'm gonna pop some more of his beans. It's nice and lush. Are you feeding newts? Are you feeding newts? I'm gonna break up a little more. I I shoot, I burnt the shit out of mine, and they just turned around. I was really contemplating on trashing a couple of them because and I know it's because of what I've been going through. Just rainwater, well, compost, that's beautiful from the sea. Oh, oh. Well, you know what? I tell you, I've been growing everything in the backyard, these beautiful sunflowers, lavender, sage, rosemary, and there's 4 out there. The one girl is already up to my boobs. She's in a 20-gallon. I can already see beginning to flower up. And I don't know if her circadian rhythm is just kicked in because I noticed it this morning. And I'm like, oops, she's starting to flower. So I don't know how big she'll get. And we'll just see. I'm not an outside grower, and I don't know a shizzle thing about outside growing. But I'll tell you, I'm learning real quick. And they don't like they don't like and maybe it's because of where I am in the county that I am. The hottest part of the day here is between 3 and 6 at night, okay? And it's been like 99, 105, 104, 103, right? And if they're directly in that, it burns the shit out of their leaves. They don't like that. And I put them underneath the patio and they do fine. Hi, Dragon. How you doing? God damn, long time no see. A lot of people coming in I haven't seen. You're going to have to control the smell. Outside, how do you do that? How do you do that? I'm in Cali. I'm in Cali. How do you do that outside? You can't do that outside. Can you? I mean, inside you could use carb filter, but what the hell are you doing outside? Do you have them in something? Because if you contain them, I guess in a room or something, you could. How you doing, Dragon? Cheers to you. I haven't seen you in a minute. I follow you and see you on Facebook and post every now and then. You guys can follow me on the soap subscription on Facebook if you want to. I have a monthly soap subscription on Facebook. You can follow me, or you can follow my regular Facebook or my Instagram. Doesn't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter, baby. How is everybody dealing with their energy flow over on their end of the street? How's it going for you guys? Cheers. I hope you're well, Dragon. I hope you're well. You're out making your rounds, sir? Oh, you do? I want some pickles. I really love canning pickles. Cheers to you, though. I love canning pickles. I'm doing, in the next 2 days, I'm going to do apple pie filling. That's okay. I said hello to you, darling. Oh, okay. Okay, darling. All right, American one. I was just saying I'm enjoying your strain immensely, and I'm going to pop some more of your genetics, darling. I love your strain. The one I just grew has got a funky profile, bro. Funky. I mean, it's like dirt and gasoline. Fresh fucking dirt and gas. That's the way I explained it to my friend. American one sends me genetics to try out, test out, and every one of his genetics I've tried have been amazing. You're gonna shit. I crossbred yours to the nightingale. He probably already left and didn't hear that. And she's in the veg tent, and she's coming up on her second node. So we'll see what she does. You did? You could. I don't see why people can't do that. Okay, here's my biggest thing. Where's my magazine? It's right there. I'm gonna talk about that too with you guys on that, because that's the second article that's come out here in the Pasarovos magazine. If you guys haven't seen the first one that I talked about, I'll post a link down in the description after this uploads. But the second article is out, so I would be bitching. I'd be bitching. I so would. I know PJ hasn't come in, and he's gonna say, "Why didn't you tell me you were going live, girl? Bitch." Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know. I didn't know. I don't do anything anybody tells me anyway. That's pretty difficult, yeah. It's difficult because the laws and all the other stuff that's going on, you know. And that's why I'm really like upset about the article that they're writing here in this county. This county is already behind the eight ball. You couldn't even have tarot cards here until 2018. Ooh, ooh. That, I don't ride anymore. Victor and I used to ride the Harley. I don't do that anymore. That asphalt will tear you up. Cheers, everybody. I am enjoying this piece so much. Half his back is gone. Oh. What's his name, Leslie? If you tell me his name, I'll do some remote healing. Cheers, Denise. I'll send him some remote healing. It works. Just tell him to, relax on the table. Just relax wherever he's sitting. I always say table because they're on my bed. They're on my table. Kenny, okay. Kenny. I have a list, some people email me all the time and they'll have me put one of their family members on the list. Like there's a gal I've been following on Facebook. I feel so horrible for her. She had the COVID vaccine and she got this rash and it started at her feet and it's like one big blister all the way up her body. I'm like, they don't know if she's going to make it. You're welcome. Don't thank me, honey. It's spirit. It's not me. We need more wisdom on this planet. We need more awakened souls on this planet. If we had more awakened souls, we would live in a much better place. And if I have anything to do with it, before they put me 10 feet underneath, my granddaughters and every one of their friends are going to know what I know. And they're going to tell their friends, and I'm going to go to the schools, and I'm going to tell the teachers, and I'm going to teach the kids how to tap. These kids should know this shit before they go into the fucking 4th grade. I don't ride that for that reason. People do not respect motorcycles. People do. I do. I send prayers too, man. People don't respect motorcycles on the road. They do not. Cheers. Tapping is very good. If you do the tapping with the now I'm gonna fuck it up. You do face tapping? I do that too. You do? Qigong. Qigong. Cheers. Respect to you, JK. Qigong. When you do Qigong, it'll happen automatically, but part of our mission here on this planet, contrary to what people believe, and even now if I say it and you go, no, that's not true, it's because you just don't know. You're not aware yet, so you don't have awareness. My greatest accomplishment in life is awakening from the dream of thought in the mind. That's my biggest accomplishment, waking up, my awakening, right? And so now I kind of feel like it's I can't awaken the world. I can't. And that's not my job, right? But what I can do is I can share the knowledge. I can share the wisdom that I've gained through the experience and assist others in their transition, right? And so they might have an easier time of it, right? Because the dark night of the soul is a motherfucker, okay? For someone that has an extremely heavy pain body or a psychological heavy body, the dark night of the soul will be gut-wrenching for you, right? And so if I can help somebody with that, just one, then I've done what I'm supposed to do, right? And so through it, what I'm finding out is through healing others, others are healing me. Imagine that, right? You're like, what the fuck? That's what I was thinking too. That's how it works. That's why a lot of people don't know. Because if you're trying, it's not coming. You try at anything, it's not coming. I mean, you can certainly have the luck of the draw and short-lived successes. Sure you can. You get out real quick now. Cheers. Yep. Did you just see that behind my head? Did you just see that behind my head? Those are orbs. Those are orbs. And here's why I'm telling you the greatest accomplishment was my awakening, right? And I don't know where I know this. I don't know why I know this. I've not read this anywhere. I don't know where the hell I know this. I just woke up with it. I should Google it. I did miss it. I'm sorry. I should Google it. She says she gets out. Orbs, yes. No, I know about orbs because I've been a psychic medium since a very young age. I just didn't know I could see orbs because I couldn't see orbs then, and I couldn't read auras the way I can now. Oh, you were lighting your hemp wick. It's okay. I see auras. I can see the aura around everything that's living. Okay. But here's the kicker. I woke up knowing this. It's a knowing. It's just a feeling and it's a knowing. And I tested it because I'm going through it and I'm telling people about it and they think I'm fucking crazy, right? But people that are really close to me over the 2.5 years that I've been going through this, they are starting to sit up, right? They know I'm not lost my fucking mind and that I've been awakened. And that's what they're searching for too. And I don't know, maybe they're just pissed or jealous. I don't know. It's not my problem. It's theirs. So I'm going to teach who I can teach. But the best thing that I woke up with was spirit wants us. Do you know what telekinesis is? I mean, raise your hand if you do. I'm sure you've seen it on TV, right? I'm sure you have, right? I know about it from They're Here, that movie, right? That movie, right? That little blonde-haired girl sitting in front of that screen, that TV screen that looks like snow. That is so realistic. You can't even imagine. When I look out in the energy, it looks exactly like that snow. And what comes towards me are orbs and cells. Cells. Why do I know they're cells? Yes, the poltergeist. Because I'm a nurse. I'm a respiratory therapist. I know what cells look like underneath a microscope. I know how simple cells are in the air, free radicals, can turn into a complex cell, right? A virus or the flu, right? And turn into from a simple all the way up to a very complex and multidimensional cell. So the ones I'm seeing are multidimensional cells and they are not of this earth. If I was to speak to you, you would say I'm nuts, right? But when people watch me and they see what I'm doing and I don't even know they're watching me, let's just say, for instance, they say they can tell I see something by the way I'm moving and the way that the things I'm doing because I'm reacting as if someone's in front of me. It's not someone's in front of me. I am manipulating and moving energy, right? I can from this hand to this hand, I can literally move it back and forth. If it's in the tree, I can move it from the tree to me. If it's here, I can move it to the tree. That is what spirit wants us to do, to learn how to manipulate particles and matter. This is matter. Our body is matter, right? But what we are created out of is a cell. A cell. Why am I seeing cells? Coincidence? I don't fucking think so. Mm-mm. Not coincidence. An idiosyncrasy. Why is spirit showing me a cell? Because you've been a nurse for 40 fucking years. You know what a cell looks like. You've studied them inside and out, and you see spirit's here. See, you know what they look like, and you know what they can do. And I've been telling people for years, this runs the body, not the other way around. That's why people say, I saw you 2 years ago, you look fucking fabulous. Because I haven't stopped the momentum of the deterioration of this matter, because I am awakened. I am freed myself from the dream of the thinking mind, the egoic mind. That's what we're here to do, number one. Then you will receive your gift. Whatever that gift is, you'll find out when you have your awakening. Spirit will give it to you. I've had people on my channel that are just now saying to me, they wrote a big old comment like I was a book, right? They're writing books to me and they're like, I was so shocked when I saw this information. They said, I've been awakened for some time. And they said, they didn't realize I wasn't, or they would have said something to me. But they were watching Cracked Wide Open videos and said that you've explained this so perfectly. Cheers. I'm not explaining shit. Spirit's telling me. And she doesn't tell me in a letter form, and she doesn't give it to me in a fucking word. She gives it to me in sacred symbolism. That's why when I do the tarot cards, I'm channeling. I'm channeling. If you probably followed me and watched any of my readings, I'm not the typical tarot card reader. I channel the energy. It really doesn't make that much difference to me, the sign, because you will experience every single sign around the zodiac wheel. That's your journey, the wheel. That's your life's path. I got to go get a screen, those glass screens. That's why you need help. Well, I'm going to start doing videos on a lot more. Hold on, I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to do a lot more videos on it. How you doing, Mitten? Because there's a lot of people that are asking. I just want to be prepared to do that for you guys, right? I'm going through it, and I want to give you the information as I'm getting it, right? Because I think that's the 100% most authentic way to deliver it to you. And some of it you guys are not going to be able to tolerate and be able to handle the way I'm looking or expressing or feeling, because if I saw one of my friends experiencing, cheers, darling, any of what I've been experiencing, I just want to pick them up and hug them. That's what I'd want to do. And I wouldn't want to let go of them. And so I don't know anybody else in my life, and I'm not young, that's gone through this, that knows about this, or that could help me personally right here in the right now, right? Nobody. And that's for a reason, because your awakening it's personal to you. It's yours. And so some of it I cannot share with you because it wouldn't be fair for you to see me in that state. One, it would scare the living shit out of you. And two, you would be very, very concerned for me, because the dark night of the soul has been gut wrenching. And this is why I want to assist people, because I can prevent that for others. I can prevent others from having that same experience. And that's what I want to do. And so I don't care how many it reaches. I've always said, just build, they'll come. And that's what Spirit wants me to do. So I will. And so I'm just allowing myself to integrate, right? I can't teach you something that I don't know how to get through, right? And as soon as I know how to get through it, you know it. And as soon as I tell you what I'm doing, like right now, I've been going through it because I have severe activation in the 6th house and the 12th house. And the age that I am, let's just say, is midlife. And when you reach midlife, I don't know. I mean, I think you're supposed to have so many things accomplished by then, aren't you? And I can look back on every millennium or every, 10 years of my life, and I can look back and go, shit, I didn't do what I wanted to do in that 10-year span, right? So I've lived a lot of life, and I've been through a lot of trauma and a lot of pain. And in the field that I work, I no longer work as. I've seen things probably the average person should never see. Never. And so the collective energy that I picked up from that is stored in the cells, stored in the psychological body, stored in the physical body. And so some of the energy that I'm releasing through the dark night of the soul is not even mine. I don't even know where it's come from, right? But I have to go through that. And so that would not be fair to me to share that with you, because your dark night of the soul will be what you have done your entire life to hurt the individuals and yourself around you, not what I did. And so I don't think showing you that would benefit you, other than telling you how to get through the symptoms of it, right? Right? I don't think you need to know the background story. The background story is irrelevant. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Okay, darling. That's beautiful. Hope you have a beautiful day. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it so, so much. Enjoy your Mac hash. Cheers. You just get these little glass screens. Thank you. Nice to see you. Denise sent these two. And you put them in alcohol and clean them up. I have to tell you, I don't know what these things cost, but I would hate, I don't like cleaning them. That's the reason I don't like screens in the first place. I'm telling you, these are an ingenious idea. No, thank you, Siri. See, last night was the new moon. Did you guys do your rituals? Not very much. So it wouldn't break your heart if I didn't clean them. I put two in a thing. Oh, $10 for 100 of them. Is that what it was? 100 of them. That's not bad. Shit, cost you $1 for 4 freaking screens. You think you go through 4 metal screens? You know those ones they have. What's up, Jason? What's up, darling? Cheers. They have gold ones and they have metal ones. What is what again, darling? I've said a lot of things. I'm not sure what you're referring to. Do you not see spirit right there? Do you not see that? Pineapple Kush. That's a beautiful strain. Oh, I was showing, these are little tiny glass screens. And they come in this packet, and my friend sent them to me. And they're all different sizes because, the bowls that you have on your pieces, they always have a different size. And so you have to search through there and get you a new one, but they save you Like I was just saying, it's like $1 for those metal screens they have for 4. And you can take 2 rips on your piece and they have holes in them and you have to clean your piece. They are kind of fresh, huh? I just found out what that word meant. My granddaughters taught me that. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? They go, that's cool, Grandma. That's what that means. They have Jack style too. Oh, they do? Cheers, everybody. My my grandson and my granddaughters, they teach me a lot. I posted how big my granddaughters are on Instagram. They're so big. They're so big. Shit. My Natty has her braces off already. She's in high school. The twins are in junior high. Zachary's already out of school. And he's the gamer, professional gamer. So I'm gonna go see them. That I just can't help myself. I gotta go. I gotta go because I want my granddaughters to know this. They gotta know this before I pass away or before something happens to me. And I want to give it to them in a way that they'll be able to understand it at the age that they are without scaring the shit out of them. Because now I'm talking about children, right? And so they're my personal grandchildren. So I'm going to be extremely careful at what I do, and I'm not going to overstep my boundaries. And I'm going to speak with their father and do all the right things. But I want my son to know this too, because he needs to know this. He needs to know this because I raised him according to the way my mother and father raised me, and it was wrong. And so he and I've had some beautiful conversations. And I'm going to go to the teepee and do a smoke out and the crystal beds. I'm going to go either tomorrow, Thursday, or Friday. I haven't decided yet. I'm going to look at my calendar and see. It's been so hot. You're very spiritual. Oh, that's awesome. I'm not religious. I don't, I'm only know what Spirit's showing me about the Bible. And those are comments that Spirit makes right in the Bible. The latest one I was informed about was that God looked at the world and said, I created the world and everything is good. I don't know where the hell that came from. And my parents didn't push me in church. And I didn't pick up a Bible and read it, but it was stored somewhere, had to be. And there's other things that come up, but they come up right at the right time, and they're just little tiny pieces, right, that actually show me what the validity of the statement that Jesus was making, right? Because literally, turn the other cheek, they know not what they do. Literal. There's, and if I can tell somebody there is not a man in the sky that's going to atone you for your sins. There's a man in the sky, but it's not a man. It's not a form. You go into a church and they have a picture of Jesus with a mustache and a beard, and everybody looks at everything, yes, and you won't be able to swallow it because you can't analytically or conceptually wrap your brain around it because it's not a form, a thought, or a conceptual thing. It is a feeling, and you will just know. And it will come from the inside of you, outwardly, and you won't need anybody to tell you. And then things will start happening, and you won't be able to explain them. And you'll know without a shadow of a doubt that it's not you doing it. The biggest pointer, and that's what I want to give, is pointers, like signposts. Everybody's on their own journey, right? Everybody's on their own journey. I don't want anybody to pick up my beliefs or I'm not right. I'm not wrong. I'm not anything, right? I'm just sharing my wisdom. And if it helps, awesome. And if it doesn't, then you'll probably stick it in your brain for later. It's okay. No judgment, right? There's not, I'm not doing it for any reciprocity, right? There's no agenda. There's no, I don't even know what another word would be for that fucking shit. What's another word for that? There's no agenda. There's no one-upping. There's no one-downing. There's nothing. Nothing's good or bad. It's only what this tells you. So, and so the best thing you can do in your life is to wake up to the dream going on in your head, right? Of thought. It's a dream of thought that's an illusion. And when you wake up, you'll understand what I'm saying. And so if I can help people, because there's a process you have to go through, right? And if you're walking a spiritual path, you may be stuck in a certain process. You may not know how to move forward because you might be like me and not know what the hell you're going through in the first place. It's like, now I got to go find out what I'm going through. Not only do I have to find out what I'm going through, I have to, how do I integrate it and start going through it, accept it and surrender to it. So it's all a process. No different than your parents showing you how to tie your shoe, right? I'm sure you tied that shoe like a zillion times before you learned how to tie a bow, right? And so it's a process and you learn. It's a learning process. And so the behavior that I had, I had it for a long time, okay? And habits are hard to break. But when you have a spiritual awakening, all that stuff starts to purge from the cells, from the physical, from the psychological, from the mental processes. When people talk to me and they say, I can't even, I see, that's why it's hard to speak because it's hard to remember sometimes because once it's not a practical matter and I'm not doing it, there's nothing in my brain, okay? There's nothing in my brain. I don't have a thought in my head. And when people say, what does that mean? I don't have a voice in my head anymore talking to me. I don't have a voice in my head talking to me about a belief system I was raised with. Happy 24th. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? I am smoking and chilling. I've been going through it. I've been going through it for about 9 days. And last night it was really beautiful. Beautiful full moon. Did you guys see it? 24th. We have a new moon coming up the 22nd. What does that mean? What does what mean? You have to tell me because I lose point very quickly. You're welcome. I lose the point very quickly. Just part of the dark night of the soul. Part of the dark night of the soul. It's not really, I'm coming out of the void, actually, not the dark night of the soul. I'm coming out of the void. The new moon is the 22nd. The new moon is a brand new beginning. We have a new moon every single month. Every 28 days, we have a new moon. So that's why I gave you guys the new moon ritual versus a full moon ritual. Because every 28 days, you have a new moon and you can create new intentions with a new ritual, right? So check out that video. I charged my crystals. I charged my water. I charged my fountain, my alabaster, my singing bowls, my beads. I did, I saged my whole house. I used Palo Santo and sage, and then I burnt some beautiful incense. Oh, they broke? Oh, get another one. Get another one. Cheers. Get another. Oh, you already have one. You're not going to dent or crack it. This is a beautiful piece. Palo Santo, yes. I use Palo Santo, sage, pine. I have several of them. I do several of them. I do several of the herbs because I grow those herbs. The new moon. The new moon is an opportunity for you to go into a new beginning. And so the new moon has a shadow cycle, usually 7 days to 14 days before the new moon and 7 to 14 days after the new moon. So if you want to do a ritual, you have usually 10 days before that moon or 10 days after that moon, right? To do that ritual. So don't think you have to do it on the day of the full moon, okay? Because there's a shadow period on both sides. Every 28 days, you have a brand new moon. And on a new moon, let's say you wrote down your intentions for the 28 days and a plan. And at the end of that 28 days, you assessed your plan and you only accomplished one goal out of the plan you set for yourself. Every 28 days, you have an opportunity to reset your intentions, rewrite your plan, recharge your home. You can clean out your home with the Palo Santo and the sage. The sage will clean the negativity out and protect the doorways from any entering and the windows. The Palo Santo will increase ascension when you're going upwards, right? And it's not a physical, you're not going to feel this material going up. You're just going to physically feel ascension, right? Inside you'll feel it. So do the sage and then the Palo Santo. If you do crystals like I do, I don't know why I'm so dry. I take mine and I charge them in the moonlight. I don't charge them in the sunlight because they'll fade if you charge in the sunlight. So I charge my crystals, and this is just me, on the moon night and my water. And I do that after I sage and cleanse them, right? And protect them with my herbs. That's why I use pine and some other ones that I do. And I have bells. Bells are very spiritual. Silver is for higher ascension. Gold is for getting rid of negativity. I use candles and I talk to spirit. And then you can go outside or you can write yourself I have a journal that I do, a new moon journal and the full moon journal. And I write in those and I write my intention. And my intention changes all the time. That's how we learn. And I might not accomplish anything on my goal list, right? And it was probably because of the approach the way I was doing it, right? And so I have to go back, erase the whiteboard, right? Just like tying the shoe. My mom showing me how to tie the shoe. I had to untie it and learn how to tie it again until I could tie the bow, right? And so I go back and I reassess. So every 28 days, that's the new moon. You get to do that. And this new moon was powerful because of the 8-8 portal, the Lion's Gate portal. Leo, the lion, is strong. Leo represents 8 anyway, right? And then we had Sirius, who is the star. Sirius, the brightest star in the sky. Hi, Coyote, right? Was out first. 8, joining the two together like the infinity. that this ascension that's going on has been going on since the 28th of July, and it's going to continue through the 12th. And then there'll be a short shadow period also. So, I see you, Spirit. I see Spirit. Spirit. It is so lovely. I want to share this because I'm telling you, your greatest accomplishment is awakening. Awakening to the dream of thought, right? So when you awaken, that's what I was going to tell you, was that when people say you don't have a voice in your head anymore, I don't. No. And they'd say, you don't? I said, no, I don't. I used to have to take, I don't know, maybe hour and 40 minutes at night to fall asleep because the fucking voice would never shut up. Never. Never. And since my awakening, there's nothing in my head. I have memory of the past and things I did, but there's no voice in my head. No voice. I don't have that's why I say there's no agenda. I don't have a voice in my head. I'm not trying to one up somebody, because our conditioned mind pattern of thought is conceptual, right? And that mind pattern of thought that we had that was behavioral, that's not correct, that we were taught, usually is destructive. And it's destructive to ourselves and to the people around us. And we just don't know it. And I didn't know it. And so if I can help people become aware of it prior to it causing suffering, that's a beautiful thing. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Get the hell out of my way. I'm doing it because people are searching for unconditional love, joy, and peace in people, places, and things. You will find it in those things on a very short lived basis, and then you will be off to the next shiny thing that's going to bring happiness, joy, and unconditional love to you, because it's just like a brand new car. You get a brand new car, and after so many drives or so many, that's no longer an interest to you anymore, and you're on and off to the next thing, right? So you're seeking what I have in people, places, and things, and it lies within you. You already have it. You can't buy it. You can't steal it. You can't get it from your neighbor. You can't rob somebody for it. You can't tie them up and tell them to show you how to do it, right? It's a personal journey, your journey. And so if I can help alleviate some of your suffering along the way, you think I'm not going to fucking do it? I'm doing it. Because I've been a nurse my entire life. That's what I know. That's what I know how to do, is alleviate suffering. And I'm good at it. And I was a goddamn good nurse. And I was highly sought after as a nurse, right? And so Spirit doesn't want me to give in that way anymore. Spirit wants me to give in a spiritual way now. A spiritual way, because if we could run our collective universe on unconditional love and joy, and the sentinel beings could walk around awakened from the conception of thought, this would be a whole different universe. That's wisdom. Wisdom is sitting in the vertical, sitting in the seat of your soul with consciousness. People say, where are you? I said, I'm sitting in the seat of my soul, seeking God's face. I'm sitting at the right hand of him, negating myself. They're like, what? I'm like, I don't know. Don't ask me where that came from. I don't know. But it's inside. It's coming from the out. It's not coming from anything outside. It's all coming from the inside. And they'll watch me. I am doing things I am painting, and I'm pretty good at it. I had no idea. Why? Because God wants us to come back to our heart, to our childlike essence, the heart. Because the heart, your etheric body, your aura is the gross definition of your soul. It only weighs like 12 ounces. No, thank you. I don't know why she does that. That's what your gross. That's why when people say you can see my aura, yeah, the minute I see you, the minute you come into my field, I can see it. The minute. It's like, and I'm not doing it intentionally. I'm just looking at you and being present with you, right? I see you as me. I see you in your eyes as consciousness. I see you when I talk with you and you're telling me something. I see you as the same as me, right? Oneness, consciousness. We're all a micro of the macro, right? And there's no separation. That's the delusion in the mind. The first thing the delusion in the mind shows you is that there's separation between you and I. There's no separation. You're the same. You came from the same sentinel way I came into this earth, out of your mom's womb, right? From a cell. But we were created by our Creator. We were created out of consciousness. God did not resurrect himself in a matter. God walked the earth as a soul, as a sentinel being. He was tortured on the cross. Don't you know that? You should know that by just everybody telling you that, right? That was his walk on earth. But when he reincarnated, he didn't reincarnate in the soul, in matter. He reincarnated in consciousness. And that's what you are, consciousness. You are. And that's why I say I'm sitting in the seat of my soul. I am Buddha. It is Christ within. I am. Therefore I am. And I don't need anyone to tell me. No one needs to tell me. I know. And now I know why they laugh. It's not because they're laughing at you. I'm like, why are they all fucking laughing like that? Now I know why. Because you are in a childlike state in your heart, and you are doing nothing but unconditionally loving others, right? Bringing joy, right, to them. That's what you're doing. Life's the fucking hard part, man. Life's the hard part. Life's the hard part. So if I can assist people on how to get through the process or how to begin the process to an awakening, because you want one. It's your God-given right to have it. It's your birthright, and you want one. And so if you are taught the right way to do it, if you seek it, it's not coming. You can't seek it. So if you take positive, reinforced intentions on your behalf that are for the greater good of yourself and others and consciousness, then you'll be successful. But if you do it to create something out of the egoic mind, out of a habitual mind pattern you were taught, you're going to fail. And that's a fact. There's nothing in between. It's like when you awaken, you'll understand some of the things that are said in the Bible that I've mentioned. And I don't read the Bible. Okay. I don't read the Bible. I asked my friend the other day, I don't know where the hell that verse came from, but I didn't I don't remember reading it. And when I did go to church, we rode a bus in Arizona down a dirt road, and I didn't pay attention to the ride to church, the ride home, or even the Sunday school teacher and what she said. And I didn't go, but maybe 2 times, maybe. My parents didn't make us go to church. My dad used to say, you want to talk to God, you just talk to God. You walk down the hall and talk to God, he'll hear you. My mom said the same thing. So people say all the time, you talking to yourself? No, I live by myself and I don't have anybody to bounce ideas off. And so I bounce them off myself. And I tell myself, is that common sense or is that an asinine thing to do? Right. And so, but I don't have a voice that's running my life anymore. Consciousness is running me. You got dragged there? See, I don't think that's right. And I think religion has its purpose, my friend. I do. I think religion and everything you go through has its purpose. It gets you to where you need to be, awakened from the illusion of conceptual dream of the thinking mind. The awakening. That's where it gets you. And so if you have to repeat something or do something again, you do. You just keep doing it. You just keep doing it. And then you'll finally go, why the fuck am I doing that? Don't do it anymore. Because I always did the same thing over and over, but I expected something different at the end. Cheers. Everybody's is personal. It's going to be yours personal. And you're going to have your own gifts. Cheers, darling. And your own beautiful things to share with other people. Because then you'll know what your gifts are, and it won't be you, it'll be spirit propelling you to do your life's goals. That's why there's activation in my 6th house on my astrology. That's my career path, my soul's career path. That's right. That's in the 6th house. Also, I'm getting activated in my 12th house. I'm double Pisces, Cancer rising. So I'm doubly activated in the 12th house of higher learning, cosmic, spiritual higher learning, right? And I don't have any control. That's why when spirits come to me in orbs and things are brought to me, I'm not sitting there doing telekinesis and asking spirits to come to me. I'm not. Spirits come to me because they see my light in their orbs and they haven't crossed over yet and they want to know how they can. And so I help them cross over. They just can't get there because they weren't awakened prior to their body deteriorating. Right? Lots of people pass before they have an awakening. I have family members that passed before they were awakened, right? I helped my dad cross, I helped my mom cross. So I go and clear people's houses and I give Reiki to their pets, and I give Reiki to myself. I heal myself first and then I show others how to do it because you're all healers, every single one of you. It just depends on what type of person you are. If you're an empath, a sensitive, because empaths are really, they're light workers. And so if you're a light worker, you could be anything from a healer to a light worker to even higher ascension than that, right? You could be, I won't even go there. I won't even go there because that's astrology. And that's what you'll find when you awaken. You'll study astrology or numerology and you will share this with others and you will have aha moment, and you'll go, God damn, it's as simple as this on my face, but it's been so goddamn hard. Why is it taking so long? Because it's a conundrum. Because it's a conundrum, and that's the way it's supposed to be. I wouldn't change a thing. Not a thing. I would not, divine, creator, source, whatever you call it, God, I would not change a thing. Not a thing. Because if I did, fuck, what would you change? It's perfect. It's perfect. People think that there's death. There's no death. This matter, this physical matter will decay, just like a flower decays in the dirt. But the soul lives on, and you reincarnate in more matter. And people think there's death. There's no death. How do you think this fucking world has been evolving for as long as it has? Because there's death? No, there's no death. So I got to share it all with you guys. I hope you guys have a fabulous day. I just wanted to come out and share some 420, chilling like a villain with you, doing some smoking. Tell you guys I'm well. I'm doing well. I'm just going through it, and I'm writing and meditating, and so I've been hermiting quite a bit, and I'm beginning to come out of the void. And I'll do a video on the void, and I'll do a video again on the dark night of the soul. Because I do have the dark night up already, but I'll do another one because there's more I can add to that one since I've completed it. And, I really want to share this information with you guys. So if you want to see that information, go to Cracked Wide Open. If you don't go to Cracked Wide Open. It's that simple, right? I have a hat of many things. These things that I do in my lifetime are just experiences that I'm having. That's it. And I'm experiencing being a grower. I'm experiencing being a vegetable grower. I'm experiencing being a soaper. I'm experiencing anything I want. As long as I'm not using it as a tool to run from myself. God says you can have anything you want in this world, and that meant anything. Right? And so it's just an experience I'm having, and some of the things that I'm doing are changing. And once I've had that experience, then it usually falls to the wayside. Even some of my growing is falling to the wayside. Even some of my other things that I was doing are falling to the wayside. Yet I see you, Spirit, other things are picking up. And that's the way it's supposed to be. I'm never going to not grow my medicine. I have to grow my medicine. I'm totally against big pharma, and my medicine has saved my life, and that's not changing, and that's not going anywhere. But I don't have to, you know, do as much as I've been doing with it too. But we'll see where it goes. I'm not in control. I just do what Spirit tells me to do, and I do it. If there's an action required, I make it. If there's none required, I don't take any. I just rock. I just sit in the seat of my soul and I rock with her. Or I'm doing, the yoga, or the what do they call it? The chai. What is it? I can't even remember now. Qigong. Qigong. You have to really think about that. See, I don't have any thoughts in my head. Qigong. Qigong. Qi is life force. Qi is the energy. Qi is energy, right? Gong is you are that life force. You are that qi. So know that. No, you are that qi. Who's beating your heart, God damn it? Who's beating your heart, right? Fuck. And if you tell me it's your central nervous system or your autonomic nervous system, who's fucking dealing with that? Who's doing that? Yeah, no. You are much bigger and much bigger than you think. You're a multidimensional sentinel being. having a human experience in this body. That's what you are. And it's beautiful. And if I can help awaken you, I'm going to. So if you want to watch them, watch them. If you don't, don't. It's no big deal. It's no sweat off my booty, right? You take what you want and leave the rest. Tai Chi or Chitam. Not chai. I drink that tea too, but I'm talking about the exercise. The Qigong, Qigong. The Chi tea is really good too, but Qigong, Chi, CHI, that's the life force within you that runs up and down your chakras, right? And it's centered in the heart center. It's the energy within you, the life force in you, the Christ force, the consciousness within you. That's what's beating your heart. And that's what wants you to wake up to the dream in your mind that you're in. Because you're in a dream in your mind and you're being run by the Judy Jetson's robot. Just like I've said. But no different. Somebody will call that the egoic mind. I call her the egoic mind. That Judy Jetson robot. Pushes and play. And you're running on that play button and you're getting the same shit in your life. And you're going, what the fuck? Why is that happening to me? Now you know why. So, and it's not as simple as the nose on your face to change it, because it's a conundrum, because this, right, your egoic mind will fight you because it's realizing it's going to die and you are its host. That's a big pill to swallow. And it's taking you down and it's winning. And so the minute it finds itself in jeopardy, it'll crawl up your ass or come in sideways at you and convince you of something otherwise. So it takes a lot of diligence. A spiritual awakening is not for the weak, the faint-hearted. It's not for the weak. I mean, if you're, it's hard. That's why you don't see a lot of people. That's why you don't see a lot of people, I think. I really believe that to be 100% true. Not because they have anything different, not because they're specific, or not because they're chosen, or nothing of the kind. It's just they chose to listen to their higher self and walk the walk. And not many people can do that. And I can attest to it. I can attest to that. It's not an easy thing to do. But I'm not wavering. I will not waver. Everything I've done my entire life did not bring me this. My job, my kid, my cars, my homes, my boat, none of that shit, money, none of it brought me this. None of it. And this, my friend, is what I was searching for into all of those fucking things from my all of those things. So I get it. I get it. And so someone has to go before and then someone has to come after. So I'm going to be going before and I'm going to teach people how to come after me. That's all. That's it. Nothing, no big deal. No big deal. I'm going to show you how to tie your fucking shoe. We can just put it in a game like that. I'm going to show you how to tie your shoe and walk the walk, right? Because you can walk towards a spiritual awakening and let it just come to you, right? Like Michael Sanger's did in his living room. Eckhart Tolle had a hard one like me. So if I know he would say the same thing if he was speaking, he would want to prevent someone from going through the physical or psychological heaviness of his pain bodies that he did. And I say the same. So I don't propose to speak for the man, but I'll guarantee you he's probably pretty close to the same words he'd say. And that's why he's teaching it. That's why he's writing it. That's why he's offering it to others, because this is what you're looking for. This is what you want. This is what you're seeking, right? And so it's no wonder people are paying him for it. I'd be fucking paying him too. I'd be emptying my bank account for him, actually. And I'd be asking him how the fuck he got there. But I don't need to do that. And you don't need to do that either, right? There are things and methods that we teach you as gurus, and that's what he's teaching, methods. He's not teaching you the whole process. He's showing you gateways. He's showing you signposts, speed bumps. I've been talking about them in the tarot deck. Speed bumps, stop signs, side roads, right? Detours. Those are metaphorical things of problems. Someone, lying to you, using you, or something coming your way that you're not aware of, or you don't see because you're too close, or something that is behind you that you never even considered being behind you, right? Signposts, speed bumps, side roads. Those things happen for a reason. They happen to teach you something, right? And if you're learning what it's supposed to teach you, which 90% of us don't, we repeat it again and again and again until we do. That's why they call it awareness. You're not aware until you have awareness. When you become aware, then you'll have awareness. That's why they call it that. It's not. It's very simple, but the process is what's difficult. The process. So that's not for the faint-hearted. That's what I'm saying. The process is not for the faint-hearted, and that's why you don't see many going through the process. But I'm not wavering. I'm not. I appreciate you guys so much. Let me take another rip. I'm going to get out of here. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Denise, thank you for this beautiful piece. I think I'm going to take my soap out of the oven and cut it. It should be ready. I'm excited to see what the inside looks like. So I'll put a video up for you guys. Couple more days, the orders will be going out for the wholesale orders. So if you want to follow me on Facebook, you can follow me on Facebook. That was a good hit. You can follow me on Facebook at the, it's the soap subscription. It's Soap Subscription Club on Facebook, and friend me on it. And I'm the administrator. I'll add you, and you can get soap from there, and you can see what I'm making currently instead of going to my website if you want current stuff up to date, right? Or you can go to my Instagram at Starlight1995. You can follow me there. It doesn't make any difference, right? It's fine. I appreciate you guys so much. If you have a comment and you want to talk something about it, or you've had an awakening and you've experienced some of the things that I've talked about, maybe you want to do a collaboration with me under Cracked Wide Open and discuss what you've gone through and how you dealt with it. And maybe you can show us how to get through something that maybe we haven't been through yet. And that would be beautiful. I think when we do that, we share with one another and we heal that way. And so don't be shy. If you want to reach out to me under my email, they're under my about section, or usually there's an email on not in the description of the video, but the tag section. My emails are usually right there too. You can email me, I respect that. It's not something that everybody's prepared to do, and that's okay. That's why I say it's a personal journey, and maybe they're not there yet, and that's okay. When they get there, they'll have the information that they need. That's what's important. Not that they're ready, right? It's the journey. It's not the destination that you go to. It's the journey. It's the walk. That's important. So if you can think about that and try and remember that, and remember that you are consciousness, you are that Buddha, you are that Christ within, right? You are. And if you have questions about that, reach out to me. I'm doing a couple videos. I'm writing them now. I'll be putting them up under Cracked Wide Open. I did not do a full moon, new moon activation this time, but I will be doing one probably the 22nd for you guys. If you're on the journey, that's perfectly understandable. You're on the journey, and I'm on the journey too. We're all on the journey. That's what's so beautiful about it. The journey never ends. The journey never ends. It's an ongoing journey, and you're just at a different part. It's like walking up I'm trying to think of that big ass mountain that's so tall, Mount Everest. It's like people climbing up that mountain, they all leave at the same time, but they all don't reach the top at the same time, right? We're all individuals, and we're on our own journey, but there's things in your life that someone can do to help you along the way. That's beautiful, don't you think? So I'm going to get my silly ass out of here, you guys. I hope you guys have a great, great day. Thank you for coming in and sharing your time with me. I really do appreciate it. My friend, again, thank you so much for the beautiful gifts that you send me. I don't know what I did to deserve all that. You're so beautiful. She sent me such beautiful cards and pieces that I just feel so overwhelmed from her kindness. So I love you guys so, so much. You have a beautiful day. Talk to me soon. Love and light to you all. Peace. You too, darling.